Hey guys, I'm setting up my December monthly budget, or at least the calendar, just so I know when the due dates are. This is my first time doing this. I just figured that if I had it set where I get paid, where everything is due, it'll help me budget by paycheck. Because I just kind of put my bills wherever, pay them whenever. I don't even know when they're actually due, so sometimes they'll end up being late because I just don't even think about it. So my plan is I'm going to go ahead, write down my paydays, write down when things are due. That way I know which paycheck to actually budget, which bills come out of. And then honestly, this is just, I got this at like Dollar General, Family Dollar. I don't know. It's very cheap. It's nothing special. I'm just doing what I can to get started. Ideally, I would have the pretty beautiful setup that some of the people that I watch have, but that's just not realistic for me right now. And if I wait for it to be aesthetic or pretty, I'm never going to get started because I just can't do that right now. Since you guys have started budgeting, what has been the most helpful thing for you to help make this something that you stuck to? Because I think I've started trying to budget 1,000 times over the last couple years and I just never stick to it, or just seems overwhelming, or I try to like suddenly just do everything perfect, or just assume what I could or should be spending, even when it's like drastically different than my normal spending habits, if that makes sense. Okay. I'll do all my paydays like this. I also get like some variable income. So I know like always the 1st, the 5th, and the 20th are paydays in our household. But there is some variable income that comes into play from like commissions. I do nails on the side because that's what I did before my 9 to 5. I'd like to get back into doing nails. It's just at the time renting my suite was costing me more than I was able to make, which is kind of ineffective when you're in the position that we're in. It just wasn't working. So I'd like to get to where I'm able to do them more often, but right now that's not feasible. But every once in a while for like a friend or family member, I'll do a set of nails, so like I'll get a little bit there. Ultimately, I'd like to reopen another Etsy for other like budgeting items like this for other people that maybe can't afford all the pretty fancy things. Because I was looking on Etsy, like I drool over the setups that other people have, their envelopes, their little stickers and all that stuff, and I just can't feasibly do that right now as much as I want to. So I'd like to do like really affordable printouts for people, because that's all I'm going to be able to do is what I can print out on my printer on 8.5 by 11 standard paper. So I was thinking maybe I could do stuff like that for other people that are also in a situation like me, where it's just, as much as we would love to have all the pretty things, I just can't. Okay. So payday, payday, payday. So those are the ones that I know are going to be paydays. And I guess I can just come back in and add others. Things. You have to let me know. I'm just going to put bills in the same color, but do you guys have them broken down to like different categories? And that's how you would like highlight them? For now, I'm just going to do them like this. Also, do you guys put the amounts like on your payday? Do you put the amount that you were supposed to be getting paid, or on your bills, do you list out what you're supposed to be paying for those? Oh, I've got another one. Dang. I tell you what, some people are excited for payday. This one specifically, this payday, gives me anxiety. And insurance. And I looped all insurance together in this because I get them from the same company. It's all of my insurances in one. Well, I'm going to do my best to pretend like I didn't do that. Chiropractor. Whoops. And the IRS. Not my favorite. This would have been helpful if I did this like in order. But alas, I did not, because that would have made too much sense. This is a firm. I'll just go ahead and do all of these. Credit cards on the 12th. And another credit card on the 17th. Alright, okay, so this is mine. Credit card loans are due on the 5th. The internet is the 21st. On the 2nd. That spiral is in my way here. And on the 16th, our Angel Studios. I don't even know if I can write there. Not my best handwriting. Okay, and then Netflix is on the 30th. It's a weird due date. Okay, and then the 21st. Got Audible. I'm sure you guys can hear the train. Kindle. I'll try to be more organized next time to where it goes in order in the month. But I've literally, I mean, it's chaos. My life and my budget is chaos, but we're working on it. We are working on it. Canva does not have a due date yet. So I might have that be on the 20th. because I was doing yearly and it's almost up. But I can't do yearly right now for it. So yeah, I'm going to switch it over to monthly. Let's see. We also have Discovery. Oh, and then I've got Auto or Car. Also going to put Discovery Plus. There's a couple of subscriptions that we might end up losing here just because we use them, but it just seems like a lot. This one I hate. Okay, so our storage, it's going to be the 7th. And it's way too expensive, and there is a mouse or rat infestation, so we're gonna have to get rid of a lot of our stuff. I didn't even want to think about that. So we're paying $168 a month for our stuff to get ruined, but we don't have space for it. But I mean, if it's gonna get ruined, we might as well sell the things that are not ruined and then throw away the things that are, and then find a way to store the stuff here. Because where we were at before, we couldn't take any of our stuff, and then now we finally moved into a place, and there's not a lot of space for a family of 4 in a 2-bedroom house or townhouse. So there's not like a ton of room, but I'm sure we can figure it out because it's better than our stuff getting ruined and paying almost $200 to have our stuff get ruined and infested. I think that's set up here pretty well, aside from obviously things that we don't know to plan for yet. Let me know how you guys set this up, or like what you do differently to help you. I know that now I think obviously I'm going to be paying these bills with my first check. So I'll do like that and see what I have left over, and then pay these bills all the way here through the 20th on this paycheck. And then on this paycheck, I'll pay the rest of it. But then I'll be able to figure out what from each paycheck can go to debts or sinking funds or an emergency fund. We just had the battery in our car go completely dead, and we got, or I say we, my husband got stranded until he was able to get the vehicle over to a place where he could get a new battery. But that's not even the only thing that's good. Like, it's just one of those things. It just seems like everything is just kind of like going wrong at the moment. But you know what? I'm just trying to be optimistic about it. At least we had the money. I could sit here and think about how it could have gone to other debt, or, you know, but I'm just grateful that we had it available, I guess I should say. But definitely need to get an emergency fund going to where this isn't coming out of an allotted amount for something else in our budget, especially since our income is kind of low in a sense for what our bills are. It's low for what our bills are and low for what our debt is. So come along for my journey where I pay off $125,000 of debt. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Any tips or tricks that you guys have for me, I need them. You know what? We didn't get into $125,000 of debt for having good spending habits or good money managing habits. I knew how to make good money, but I didn't know how to invest it smartly or save. So we are on a journey of paying down debt, learning how to save and manage our money. I'll see you guys next time.